secret leaves a trail. Beauty mixed with a mystery. Welcome to Nails by Miss Tay.
Hey everyone, it's T. Welcome back to my channel. If you cannot tell, we are going to take some nails off. So I have these press-ons on. I'm trying to save them, taking them off. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. The glue I use is really good, which is a great thing, and it's hard to get off, which is a bad thing. So sometimes it can be a pain. First thing we're going to do though is open up this one because it is a brand new one I just got. I'm trying different brands to see which one works best for me. I think that's the one thing we all need to remember. Just because something works for somebody does not mean it's going to work for you, right? So our body chemistries are different. Just remember that. So when you're purchasing stuff, don't be like, oh my God, I know this is absolutely going to work because it works on blah, blah, blah. That doesn't mean a darn thing. All right, so this is the Born Pretty nail glue remover, and I'm just going to take this top off if I can get it, because I really want this one on. So let's see how well this comes out. I don't want to spill anything. Oh, that came out pretty easily. I'm going to put this one, oops, hold on, before we do that. Most definitely around the top. I don't want to lose the lid. Kind of just pulling it down a little bit so it's around the bottom there. Nice and tight. And I'm going to put the lid on. I like this one because specifically I feel like you can really get the product under the nail with it, but that's why I purchased it. All right, so we have the Born Pretty nail glue remover, the Full Beauty AD1 Debonder, and then the Saviland Magic Nail Glue Remover. So I'm gonna go around and see, like, so this is up a little bit, which is super helpful. If you've got an edge that is kind of up just a little bit so you can get that product underneath it. I'm trying to be very careful with these, like I said, because I really want to save them. They're a fun set of nails and be able to wear them again. This one I think for sure, because I think this is going to come off pretty easily. So I'm just trying to, like I said, see if any of the edges are lifted. Of course, this one there isn't. Oh, yes, there is. Yay. And then what about the pinky? Anything coming up on the pinky? A little bit, like right there. Okay, so we're going to start with the right hand first, and we're going to use this Born Pretty nail glue remover. Now we know this one definitely was already lifted a little bit because I showed you how much. I'm just trying to squirt this in. I'm only going to do it on those 4 nails, okay? So we're going to try it on those 4 nails first. Since we have 3, it's not like we can do like even numbers. So we're going to do those 4 first and see how it goes. It looks kind of oily, feels slightly oily. So I stuck it under there. I'm just putting my stick under here. Seems to be lifting up pretty easily. Doesn't feel like it's pulling on the nail at all. I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. Same thing with this one, just kind of getting it up a little bit so that product can get under there. Now this one, I do know that it started to lift a little bit earlier in the week. Actually, I think it was just yesterday now that I think about it. Oh, that one. Okay, that came off of that one quite easily. So we've got one of our fish off. That was kind of nice. That worked really well. Whoa. Uh-oh, hold on, let me grab that. All right, so thumbnail came off quite easily. Let's see some of these other ones. I can definitely feel like the product, now that it's been sitting on there for a second, has most definitely loosened that up and made it much easier. Now I brought the warm water dish soap and cuticle oil just in case, because sometimes I feel like that works really well. That came off so nicely. Let's see this one. This one was the one I feel like that was lifted the least. So we're gonna try putting a little bit more product, like right there. And maybe even back here, just to make sure. All right, so while that's sitting on there, we're gonna try to lift this one. Did we get this lifted a little bit? Yeah, we did. Oh, okay, we got that lifted quite a bit. It just wants to pop right off, but we're not gonna pull it because it is stuck in one spot. I'm going to use the Debonder on this one. So I'm just using that ADI Debonder and I'm dripping some right down underneath here. I'm going to close that up so we don't spill any. Go back to this one and see if it has... It's definitely, I can feel like as soon as it gets like starts to get underneath that nail at all, it breaks that bond. So that's really nice. Those came off really easily. Let's check on this one. So I just put a little bit of that Debonder. Now this nail, I will say, had it was very short and it feels like it's stuck to the skin. So we're gonna let that sit for a second. I'm gonna come over here on these. So that's lifted a little bit. That one is a little bit at the corner and a little bit at the corner on these as well. All right, so we're gonna use Debonder on the thumb. So I'm just trying to make sure I get that Debonder down. I can feel that it's gone down underneath the nail now. All right, so Debonder on those three. Get it up underneath there. And then the Saviland on these last two. I'm going to put this under here. I find that helps sometimes. So I'm just going around on this one. That one feels almost, I don't know if it's alcohol or maybe acetone based. Do you know how your nails feel like when you get that on there? Okay, so this is the one with the Debonder. And it eventually came off. Where it was stuck is fine. It does not hurt. Those are good. Let's try this hand now, shall we? Came right off. Okay, so that's still stuck a little bit, so I don't want to force it. That as well. This has lift. Oh, this is lifted. Okay, that came right off. No problem. And let's get this one now. All right, we're going to let that sit for a second. Again, that was the Saviland. Put that on there. Underneath. And then this one is that Debonder. Popped right off as well. I feel like all three of these have worked really well for me. I want to put a little bit more Debonder on that one. I want to make sure it gets down underneath the nail. All right, so I feel like this side is the side that's more stuck. So this one, this nail in particular feels like it's going to be a little stubborn. So I'm gonna put some of this underneath here and see if that helps. Okay, so we're gonna let that sit for a second. While that sat, remember we put the Saviland on the pinky. Let's see if that's any easier to get off. Come on, you can do it. Trying to be very gentle. So, going back with some more of that Saviland, getting it underneath that nail. I feel like all three of these have worked. I cannot say that none of them have worked. I feel like all of them work. They all kind of work. I feel like almost to the same. Personally, I feel like the Born Pretty may have worked the best, but all of those have come off no problem. This one is being a little stubborn. This is also a nail that, oops, I smushed the shoot out of, excuse me, dropped a nail on the floor. I hit that one really badly and it bled underneath. So it's got a bruise underneath there. All right. I did not use the water at all. Those came off the easiest I have removed any of my press-ons in recent history. So very excited about that. Those can be reused, cleaned up. I will just drill out the glue on them and they will be good to go. And now I'm ready to prep these nails, clean up the cuticles a little bit, and do a new set. So excited! Okay, so final thoughts on all three. They all worked really well. I feel like this Born Pretty worked the best for me. This is the second, and then this is third. So very excited. I would definitely, if you want to try the Born Pretty out, I do have a discount code. It is MisTe10. It will save you 10%. This is an AliExpress, and I think I got this off of Amazon, the Saviland. So with that, I want to wish everyone peace, love, and joy. Bye.